Hey there, everyone. I wanted to test my streaming again, so I figured I'd play a little Blaster Master Zero. This game's actually really awesome. I was a huge fan of the first one on Nintendo. It's also pretty cool because if you're, I've gotten a few stages in. I think I'm on the sixth stage, sixth. But if you're familiar with the first game, the first few stages go by fast because a lot of the stuff is actually in the same exact spot. I apologize for any noise that's outside. I've got a window open because it's kind of warm in here, and normally I'm able to filter all that stuff out, but since we're going live, you get to hear it all as it happens. So I can't edit it out, which kind of stinks because I'm a little thirsty, but I don't want to drink anything right on the mic. Yeah, so this game came out. The original one on Nintendo came out, man, 87, 88. Somewhere around there. But then I know that they sort of butchered the storyline. I think in the original Nintendo game, it was just, he was a kid who had a pet frog that got away from him, jumped into a hole. He went into the hole after him, or he fell into the hole after him. Found a car, like the Blaster Master car. Then got into it and drove off and went after his frog friend. Like, that was pretty much it. This one, they have a lot more. I think the original Japanese had more, and then this has a lot more. There's a little bit much, because it talks about how there was like an ice age that destroyed everything, and then it all healed, so now there's life again. Like, it seemed like a lot of stuff that didn't really need to be there. Still cool, still very creative. I'll never slam anybody for creativity, but yeah, just sometimes it's kind of like one of those if you watch the sci-fi movies, or like the, not science fiction movies, the movies on the Sci-Fi Channel, like the original one, the real hokey, like Sharknado and stuff. Every once in a while you'll see one where they throw a lot of stuff at you, and it's just kind of, what am I even watching all of this for? When you talk about movies like that, where the crazy action and the crazy stuff is just, that's supposed to be the draw, you don't really need some multi-stage convoluted story. There's a lot of video games that are like that. When you play Mario, nobody's complaining because there isn't an intricate story. It's Mario. Princess has been kidnapped. Gotta rescue her from Bowser. Oh, this music is awesome, by the way. It kind of bums me out that this music is the menu music. Like, it's great menu music, but I'd rather, it's kind of ass kicking. I'd rather listen to that while I'm playing the game, driving through an area. We're going to slot 2. We're starting a new game. Single player. Yeah, so like this screen sort of, that was from the first game. The music here is from the first game. It's a remix of the first game music. And then all the other music seems to be sort of inspired by it a little bit, but it's not like this is faithful to the original song. That was a great soundtrack, by the way. If you ever get a chance, if you've never even played the game, play it. But if you played it and you just don't remember it, check out the soundtrack for the first game. It's unbelievable. Particularly stage 7, the volcanic stage. Just excellent music. The controls are they're not bad, they're just a little loose. Nothing that you should be worried about spending. I don't want to spend money on this game. It controls like crap. See, yeah, they definitely, none of these cutscene, none of that stuff was in the first game, so they threw a lot of extra stuff in there. I'm gonna go down here. Yeah, it's very cool. They beefed up these sections a little bit more, where you control him separately, both out here and in the little underground areas. They beefed him up a little bit more, made him a little more relevant. Because in the first game, if you knew exactly where to go, you didn't need anything else. The gun power-up system is very interesting too. Alright, so in the top left you see the yellow... Ooh. The yellow P on the left. That just sounds bad. The P on the left is your life, your health. And then the other one is the gun. Now you see that it's... Here, let's see if I can get another gun power-up to show you. Map of the forest area. Not very, very critical. Let me see something here. Nope. This game, they actually do have like walls you can demolish with the grenades. Because there's the spikes there, but oh wait, hold on. There we go. Yeah, so the way the gun works, you see that it's one green and then two pinks. You can pick the gun you want up to the level that you have. So if I had full, I could go all the way down and pick all the guns. If you pick the highest one, which that just doesn't shoot very fast, every time you get hit, you lose one level of gun. So basically, if you had the maximum gun and you were on the maximum gun selection and you got hit, it would go down one. But I actually really like the second gun, which actually passes through stuff. I could get hit once right now and I won't lose that gun. But that stuff, as far as I can tell, doesn't translate to being out in the wild. Yeah, visually this game is it's very cool looking. I'm gonna skip. I know which one I have to go to, so I'm not gonna go to that little area right there. But yeah, again, it's where you go for the boss in this area is the same as where you went in the original Nintendo game. So if you remember that game, you're actually pretty in the clear for the first few levels. Then they sort of switch it up a little bit because they add more stuff. And again, the original game had 8 levels. I'm not entirely sure how many this has, so I don't know how much. After where you would normally beat the game, I don't know how much they added. So we're gonna go down here. He can swim indefinitely. Take that, Sonic. Although Mario's got him on that. Ah, there's a helicopter going by. Not in the game, real life. I hope this is streaming just fine. I hope anybody who's watching, it says I got 2 people watching. I hope it's that I sound okay and that the picture's coming through okay. When I was doing my test yesterday, I had some audio issues and then the picture was still on 4/3 or 4/3. So I don't want it to. It looks like I fixed that, but I just want to make sure that everything's all right. I still got the lag. There's still about 30 seconds between when I say something and when you guys hear it, which is okay. I just can't talk. You know, it's difficult to have a full-blown conversation, but you know, if you guys ask questions, I can most likely answer them. Hey, Red Shell Robo. See? And now it's 30 seconds later, you're going to think that it was cool. Or you're going to think, why is this loser saying my name? Woo! Woo! Come on. I already lost my gun. Oh, see, they definitely. That's. They didn't used to be as. They were much more predictable in the original Nintendo game, so. It always catches me by surprise. There we go. Nice big gun power up. Oh. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the share. Again, this is another test, but I figured let me test it with something a little bit more substantial rather than just me running around in Zelda. Just let me know if it sounds okay, if the picture's coming through just fine, or if I start lagging. I'm using an old Elgato, and I was asking yesterday on Twitter about whether or not it works well, and a lot of people were saying that it generates a lot of latency, but they have a low latency mode now, so I don't know if that's actually going to help, or... I mean, my laptop is strong enough that I should be streaming with some decent strength. It's funny, I never really thought that streaming was something I was going to want to do. Like, I bought the Elgato. I knew the one that I got wasn't good for streaming. Or people didn't recommend it for streaming. And I didn't really care because I figured, oh, it's not really something I'm going to be doing. And then there were a couple of nights where all I thought was, I kind of want to stream a game or something. It's like a hangout. Oh, look, a whole bunch of power-ups and a save point. Can't imagine what's about to happen. Guess I gotta do this. Oh, Mother Brain, yes, finally a Metroid game. Oh, oh, wait. This is the strongest gun. It's... Oh, see? I automatically lost it. Yeah, we'll just zerg him. Oh, man. Okay, maybe zerging him isn't the... That's... Oh, he died. Yeah, I was kind of worried about that as far as the low latency thing. I figured that would be something for the newer ones. Is it streaming okay though? I mean, are you getting everything, or is it jumpy and skippy? Yeah, you got to do this. Here we go. Super powered gun. That ought to make this quick. Get away from me! Now we're talking. I killed that Mother Brain faster than Nintendo did. That probably hurt. That hurt me to say it. It looks like that chip can upgrade Sophia. Thanks, guy who just got in the car 20 minutes ago. I get the feeling there's other chips out there like that. Well, you can't eat just one. Lay's taught us that. And yeah, to be honest, I'm a pet guy. I'm definitely an animal lover. But if my frog jumped down a hole, I think I'd lost that frog. I can't imagine getting so attached to a frog that I'm gonna freak out like that. You know, that I need to jump into a giant hole, get in a mysterious car, and go battle mutants to rescue my frog. I'm sure the pet store is gonna have me covered. Yeah, so there are other underground areas, but I'm not gonna... We're not gonna worry about that now. Big gun. Alright. What? I think it's... No. Yeah, right over here. No! Easy squeezy. Well, that was rude. Okay, sorry. I'm playing, and then I'm like, every once in a while I'm looking down at the live chat. Yeah, I mean, the feed that I'm looking at for the live chat for the stream seems to be okay. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not streaming in 4K and all this craziness. Like my stream is set up just enough so that it's at 720p to make it widescreen. That so I can't imagine that because my upload speed at home is decent enough, but it's not like a business connection or anything. Those business connections, they always have like the ultra high end. They need for all the volume up, appropriately so. Ooh. I actually don't think it's this one. That thing goes off, but it goes off sometimes when you have... Yeah, see, it's not this one. That where the boss is, I should say. But they added mini bosses and stuff too, which is really cool for this game. But yeah, the thing will go off when there's power-ups and stuff too. Okay, let me take that gun off. God, this game is... This is the first game that's made me really want to stop playing Zelda, I guess. It's really the thing to say. Not made me want to stop playing Zelda, just has had enough of a pull to make me stop playing Zelda, because quite frankly, you have to make somebody stop playing Zelda. Yeah, for that game, I think I'm towards the end of what I want to do. It's all I've got left are some Hyrule Compendiums things and the Korok seeds, but I think I'm reaching the end, so it's definitely a good time to start playing this game, try 100% it. Hey, Cyber the Wolf. There you go. Full name. We use full names here. We respect everybody. Ah, that's where the audio desyncing is happening. Hang on, let me give me a second here. The audio from the TV? Yeah, okay, so I turned on the TV. Let me know if that helps. Yeah, this mic is really good to the point where I kind of underestimate. Yeah, I figured with the Elgato it's not going to fix it, but if the audio from my TV is coming through, I wasn't sure if that was something that would sort of help just to lower it. It's been 20 minutes or so, so I'm pretty much... Like I said, this was just a test to see if it would work, and if it did desync really badly, how long it would take. I'll stream in like 10-minute bursts. That way, by the time it starts to mess up, I'm done. That's too bad. Eventually, I'll upgrade to the other Elgato. Like I said yesterday, I don't know if you guys were listening yesterday. The first thing I wanted to do was get Oh, okay, you didn't mean that. Yeah, the first thing I want to do is get a mixer and a mic to go with the mixer. Because my mic is USB, but the mixers are only XLR, the one that I want. I'll tell you what, we'll call it now, since yeah, if the audio is going to get that bad, plus I'll be able to listen to the playback. I kind of want to see how bad it gets, because yeah, you know, as ridiculous as it sounds, maybe I could stream in just little short 10-15 minute bursts, and by the time it gets annoying, you know, I'll be done. Thanks guys, thanks for the heads up, let me know, giving me a hand as far as how everything sounds, and alright, see you guys later. Oh wait, hold on, I was given a wait. Red Shell Robo has asked me to wait. Hey, there's a power up down there. Ooh, ooh. Oh, it's not picking up the TV audio. Oh, okay. But that's desyncing from. Okay, yeah. So that's the problem. All right, yeah. So that's not something I'm gonna be able to tinker with. It's a bummer. Yeah, it's too bad I can't fix it. Again, that's something for a later date when I have the ability to step everything up. Ooh, good shot. Alrighty. But I think I'm gonna call it. Alrighty. We'll try this again. Thanks, guys.